Hello, my name is Ron Prescott, and I work with ISU Extension Outreach, working as a retail specialist. The Iowa Retail Initiative is bringing together students and ISU employees to deal with various questions in relation to retail matters that communities may have. Actually, as a result of these questions, this retail trade analysis video is a result of those community efforts. I hope you enjoy it. This is the Retail Trade Analysis Report for Red Oak for fiscal year 2002. The key retail indicators for Red Oak are real total taxable sales, actually increased about 4.5%. The number of reporting firms for taxable sales increased slightly to 239. Population, a small drop in population. Average sales per firm increased about 3%. And average sales per capita increased by 5.5%. Total taxable retail sales and number of reporting firms in Red Oak. The top blue box is real sales in millions of dollars. The red triangle at the bottom is actually the reporting firms making a report to the Iowa Department of Revenue. And so we can see in the top we have fiscal year 2010, 72 million, then it drops off to 64 million, and then bounces back to 67 million in sales. In the reporting firms, in 2010 we see 246 reporting firms dropping down to 235, and then an increase to 239. The taxable retail sales per capita is actually the total retail sales divided by the population. So you can see the dotted line is in blue. That's actually the state of Iowa, and there's only really been once where Red Oak in the red dash has actually been below the state of Iowa. The rest of the time it's been above, and we see in fiscal year 2010 it was quite a bit above, and then possibly through the recession in 2011 we saw a dip, and then some return in 2012. This is the chart of population trends as estimated from the 2012 population data. And so we can see the blue dotted line, which represents state of Iowa, has got about a 5% increase over the course of 10 years. And then you see the small dotted line, which is Montgomery County. It looks like it's about a 6% decrease over 10 years, and then the solid red line, which is Red Oak, has got about a 5% decrease over the course of 10 years. Population trend for peer cities. Red Oak is in a peer group number 3, which I believe there's about 63 peer cities in that group, and so that's the blue dotted line. And so you can see that it's just barely increasing population over the last 10 years, but Red Oak, as we saw on the last slide, it's actually decreased about 5% over the past 10 years as compared to their peer cities. This is the unemployment rate for Montgomery County compared to the state of Iowa, and you can see Montgomery County is a bit of a roller coaster ride in the solid red there, but what's interesting is the margins are really close to the state of Iowa as far as unemployment rate in 2011, and so I was really curious about those margins and what's been going on in Montgomery County as far as employment. This table is showing the per capita sales and population, and actually this is the peer group, so we're back to that peer group number 3, and this is the top 10 for per capita sales. So you see West Burlington up at 60,000 per capita sales, and I understand that a number of these have shopping malls and tourist areas. Red Oak comes in at 11,947, which is higher than the state of Iowa, but it's not enough to capture that number 10 spot, Shenandoah at 16,708. This is a pull factor comparison with a peer group. So you have the peer group with the blue dash, and you have Red Oak with the red circle. And as you can see, Red Oak is holding pretty much right in there with their peer group, actually a little bit higher in 2010. The way to describe this is if you have a break-even ratio of less than 1, that probably means that people in Red Oak are actually shopping outside of Red Oak, and if you have a break-even which is above 1, which is the case here, you probably are bringing retail shoppers into Red Oak, and I think that 2012 final figure is 1.16 as a ratio for Red Oak. This is a chart of neighboring community comparison of per capita retail sales. And so these are neighboring communities as rated to per capita sales. And we see Shenandoah comes in at number 1 with 16,718, and then Red Oak's number 2 with 11,947, and then Clarinda in third, and then the other communities on down. Montgomery County profile, the median household income, the estimate, Montgomery is just a little bit less than the state of Iowa, and for poverty rate is just a little bit higher than the state of Iowa. The population demographics for Montgomery County are 5 years and under, a little bit less than the state of Iowa for ages 5 to 17, just over the state of Iowa. 18 to 24 less than, ages 25 to 44 less than, and then 40 to 64 greater than, and 65 years and over greater than, with a median age of 44.5. The number of charts in this video is using a peer group analysis, and this is peer group number 3, which Red Oak is a part of, and I think there's 63 cities in this peer group. And so I wanted to give you an idea of some of the folks that you're being paired up with. Also, if you actually have finished this video and you have more questions than maybe answers, that's okay. The next slide, I'll be happy to answer questions, to find my email or phone number. I'll be happy to reply to those. Thanks for viewing.